Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We'll continue our reading from chapter 6 of the Antilila of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Verse 279. Mukam Karuti Vachalam Pangum Langhete Girim Yat Kripatamam Vande Shigurum Din Tarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyeshwaram Hariam Datsat. Vishaira Annahaya Rajasa Nimantrana Data Bhukta Dunhar Malinhaya Mana. When one accepts an invitation from a person contaminated by the material mode of passion, the person who offers the food and the person who accepts it are both mentally contaminated. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur says that there are three varieties of invitations: those in mode of goodness, those in passion, and those in ignorance. An invitation accepted from a pure devotee is in the mode of goodness. An invitation accepted from a person who is pious but materially attached is in the mode of passion. And an invitation accepted from a person who is materially very sinful is in the mode of ignorance. Verse 280. Inhar sankoche ami eta dinanila bhal haila janiya apni chhadi dila. Because of Raghunath Das's eagerness, I accepted his invitation for many days. It is very good that Raghunath Das, knowing this, has now automatically given up this practice. Verse 281. Keta dine Raghunath simha dwara chadila chatre yae magia khaite arambha karila. After some days, Raghunath Das gave up standing near the Simhadwar gate and instead began eating by begging alms from a booth for free distribution of food. Verse 282. Govind Pash Suni Prabhu Puchena Swarupere Raghu Bhiksha Lagi Thada Kene Nahe Simhadware. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this news from Govinda, he inquired from Sarup Damodar, why does Raghunath Das no longer stand at the Simhadwar gate to beg alms? Verse 283. Sarup kahe Simhadware dukh anubhaviya chatre mage Khai Madhyan Kale Giya. Sarup Damodar replied, Raghunath Das felt unhappy standing at the Simhadwar, therefore he is now going at midday to beg alms from the charity booth. Verse 284. Prabhu kahe bhal kaila chadila Simhadwar Simhadware bhiksha vritti veshyara achar. Hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, he has done very well by no longer standing at the Simhadwar gate. Such begging of alms resembles the behavior of a prostitute. Verse 285. Tatha hi kim artham ayam agachati ayam dasyati anena dattam ayam aparah sameti ayam dasyati anenapi anna dattam anya sameshyati na dasyati iti adi. Here is a person coming near, he will give me something. This person gave me something last night. Now another person is coming near, he may give me something. The person who just passed did not give me anything, but another person will come and he will give me something. Thus a person in the renounced order gives up his neutrality and depends on the charity of this person or that. Thinking in this way, he adopts the occupation of a prostitute. Verse 286. Chhatre yai yatha labh udar bharan anya katha nahi sukhe Krishna sankirtan. If one goes to the booth where free food is distributed and fills his belly with whatever he obtains, there is no chance of further unwanted talk and one can very peacefully chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Verse 287. Etabali Tandre Punah Prasad Karila Govardhanera Shila Gunjamala Tandre Dila. After saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again bestowed his mercy upon Raghunath Das by giving him a stone from Govardhan hill and garland of small conch shells. Verse 288. Shankaranand Saraswati Vrindavan Haite Aila Tenha Se Shila Gunjamala Lena Gela. Previously, when Shankaranand Saraswati had returned from Vrindavan, he had brought the stone from Govardhan hill and also the garland of conch shells. Verse 289, Parshave Gantha Gunja Mala Govardhan Shila Dui Vastu Mahaprabhur Age Ani Dila. He presented Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with these two items, the garland of conch shells and the stone from Govardhan Hill. Verse 290, Dui Apurva Vastu Pana Prabhu Tushtahaila Samarner Kale Gale Pare Gunjamala. Upon receiving these two uncommon items, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was extremely happy. While chanting, he would put the garland around his neck. Verse 291, Govardhan Shila Prabhu Hridaye Netre Dhare Kabhu Nasaye Grana Ki Laye Prabhu Shire Kare. The Lord would put the stone to his heart or sometimes to his eye, sometimes he would smell it with his nose and sometimes place it on his head. Verse 292, Netra Jale Se Shila Bije Nirantara Shilare Kahena Prabhu Krishna Kalevara. The stone from Govardhan was always moist with the tears from his eyes. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would say, this stone is directly the body of Lord Krishna. Verse 293, E Mata Tina Vatsara Shila Mala Dharila Tushtahena Shila Mala Raghunathe Dila. For 3 years he kept the stone and garland. Then, greatly satisfied by the behavior of Raghunath Das, the Lord delivered both of them to him. Verse 294, Prabhu kahe E Shila Krishnere Vigraha Inhar Seva Kar Tumi Kariya Agraha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Raghunath Das, this stone is a transcendental form of Lord Krishna. Worship the stone with great eagerness. Purport Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes in his Anubhashya that in the opinion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Govardhan Hill, the stone from the Govardhan Hill, was directly the form of Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda. The Lord used the stone for 3 years, and then in the heart of Raghunath Das, the Lord awakened devotional service to the stone. The Lord then gave the stone to Raghunath Das, accepting him as one of his most confidential servants. However, some envious people conclude that because Raghunath Das had not taken birth in the family of a Brahman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not give him the right to worship the deity directly, but instead gave him a stone from Govardhan. This kind of thought is Naraki or hellish. As stated in the Padma Puran, Archaye Vishnu Shila Dhir Gurushu Naramatir Vaishnave Jati Buddhi Yasya Va Naraki. So if one thinks that the worshipable Shalagram Shila is a mere stone, that the spiritual master is an ordinary human being, or that a pure Vaishnava preaching the Bhakti cult all over the world is a member of a particular caste or material division of society, he is considered a Naraki, a candidate for hellish life. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed that the Govardhan Shila, the stone taken from Govardhan, is non-different from body of Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he indirectly advised such foolish persons that one should not be envious of a Vaishnava who belongs to a different caste or sect. One should accept a Vaishnava as transcendental. In this way, one can be saved. Otherwise, one is surely awaiting a hellish life. Verse 295, E Shilar Kar Tumi Satvika Pujana Achirat Pape Tumi Krishna Premadhana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, worship the stone in the mode of goodness like a perfect Brahman, for by such worship you will surely attain ecstatic love of Krishna without delay. Verse 296, Eka Kunja Jala Arab Tulasi Manjari Satvika Seva E Shuddha Bhave Kari. For such worship one needs a jug of water and a few flowers from a tulsi tree. This is worship in complete goodness when performed in complete purity. Verse 297, Dui Dike Dui Patra Madhye Komala Manjari E Mata Ashta Manjari Dibe Shraddha Kari. With faith and love, you should offer 8 soft tulsi flowers, each with 2 tulsi leaves, one on each side of the flower. Verse 298. Shri Haste Shila Diya E Agya Dila Anande Raghunath Seva Karite Lagila. After thus advising him how to worship, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally offered Raghunath Das the Govardhan Shila. With his transcendental hand, as advised by Lord Raghunath Das, worshipped the Shila in great transcendental jubilation. Verse 299 Ek vitasti dui vastra pinda ek khani Swarup Dilena Kunja Ani Bare Pani. Swarup Damodar gave Raghunath Das two cloths, each about 6 inches long, a wooden platform, and a jug in which to keep water. Verse 300 E Mata Raghunath Karena Pujana Puja Kale Dekhe Shilai Brajendra Nandana. Thus Raghunath Das began worshipping the stone from Govardhan, and as he worshipped, he saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, the son of Nand Maharaj, directly in the stone. Verse 301 Prabhura Swahasta Datta Govardhan Shila A Chinti Raghunath Preme Bhasi Gela. Thinking of how he had received the Govardhan Shila directly from the hands of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Raghunath Das was always overflooded with ecstatic love. Verse 302 Jalatula Sira Sevai Tandra Yata Sukhodaya Shodash Sho Upachar Pujaya Tata Sukhanaya. The amount of transcendental bliss that Raghunath Das enjoyed simply by offering water and tulsi is impossible to achieve even if one worships the deity with 16 kinds of paraphernalia. Verse 303 E Mata Keta Dina Karena Pujana Tabe Swarup Gosani Tanre Kahila Vachana. After Raghunath Das had thus worshipped the Govardhan Shila for some time, Swarup Damodar one day spoke to him as follows. Verse 304 Ashta Kodira Khaja Sandesh Kara Samarpana Shraddha Kari Dile E Amritera Sama. Offer the Govardhan stone 8 kaudis worth of the first class sweetmeats known as khajas and sandesh. If you offer them with faith and love, they will be just like nectar. Verse 305 Tabe ashta kaudira khaja kare samarpana swarup agya yae Govinda taha kare samadhana. Raghunath Das then began offering the costly sweetmeats known as khaja, which Govinda, following the order of Swarup Damodar, would supply. Verse 306 Raghunath se shila mala yabe paila gosanir abhipray e bhavana karila. When Raghunath Das received from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the stone and the garland of conch shells, he could understand the Lord's intentions. Thus he thought as follows. Verse 307 Shila diya gosani samarpila govardhane gunjamala diya dila radhika charane. By offering me the Govardhan Shila, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has offered me a place near Govardhan Hill. And by offering me the garland of conch shells, he has offered me shelter at the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. Verse 308 Anande Raghunather Bahya Vismarana Kaye Mane Sevila Lena Gauranga Charana. Raghunath Das's transcendental bliss was boundless. Forgetting everything external, he served the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his body and mind. Verse 309 Ananta Guna Raghunather ke karibe lekha Raghunather niyama yena pashanera rekha. Who could list the unlimited transcendental attributes of Raghunath Das? His strict regulative principles were exactly like lines on stone. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The words Pashanera Rekha is very significant. Raghunath Das Goswami followed the regulative principles so strictly and rigidly that they were compared to the lines on a stone. As such lines cannot be erased at any time, so the regulative principles observed by Sri Raghunath Das Goswami could not be changed under any circumstances. Verse 310 Sade Sat Prahar Yai Kirtan Smarane Ahar Nidra Chari Dand Seh Nahe Kon Dine. Raghunath Das spent more than 22 hours out of every 24 hours chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. He ate and slept for less than an hour and a half, and on some days that was also impossible. Verse 311 Vairagyera Katha Tandra Adbhut Kathana Ajanma Nadila Jihvaya Raser Sparshana. Topics concerning his renunciation are wonderful. Throughout his life, he never allowed his tongue sense gratification. Verse 312. Chinada Kani Kantha Vina Na Pare Vasana Savdhane Prabhura Kaila Agnara Palana. He never touched anything to wear except a small torn cloth and a patchwork wrapper. Thus, he very rigidly executed the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Purport: the principle of very rigidly carrying out the order of the spiritual master must be observed. The spiritual master gives different orders to different people. For example, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Jeev Goswami, Rup Goswami, and Sanatan Goswami to preach, and he ordered Raghunath Goswami to strictly follow the rules and regulations of the renounced order. All 6 Goswamis strictly followed the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the principle for progress in devotional service. After receiving an order from the spiritual master, one must strictly try to execute the order. That is the way of success. Verse 313. Prana raksha lagi yeba kare na bhakshana taha khana apnake kahe nirved vachana. Whatever he ate was only to keep his body and soul together, and he ate when he would reproach himself thus. Verse 314. Atmanam ched Vijnaniyat param jnana dhutashayah kim ichan kasya vahetur deham pushnati lampatah. If one's heart has been cleansed by perfect knowledge and one has understood Krishna, the Supreme Personality, Supreme Brahman, he then gains everything. Why should such a person act like a debauchee by trying to maintain his material body very carefully? Purport: this verse from Bhagavatam 7.15.40 was spoken by Narad to Yudhishthir Maharaj regarding a householder's liberation from material bondage. On the spiritual platform, one does not unnecessarily care for the body. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has said, Deha smriti nahi yar samsar bandhan kaham tar. One who is spiritually situated does not think that he is the body, therefore he can transcendently execute severe penances in the renounced order of life. The best example of such renunciation is Raghunath Das Goswami. Verse 315. Prasadan pasarir yat na vikaya dui teen dina haile bhat sadi yai. Lord Jagannath's prasadam is sold by shopkeepers, and that which is not sold decomposes after 2 or 3 days. Verse 316. Simha dware gabhi age sai bhat dare sada gandhe telangi gaye khaite na pare. All the decomposed food is thrown before the cows from Telanga at the Simhadwar gate. Because of its rotten odor, even the cows cannot eat it. Verse 317. Sai bhat Raghunath ratre ghare ani bhat pakhaliya phele ghare diya bahu pani. At night, Raghunath Das would collect that decomposed rice, bring it home and wash it with ample of water. Verse 18. Bhitarera dridha ye maji bhat paya lavan diya Raghunath se anna khai. Then he ate the hard inner portion of the rice with salt. Verse 319. Ek dina sarup tahat karite dekila hasiya tahar kichu magiya khaila. One day Swarup Damodar saw the activities of Raghunath Das. Thus he smiled and asked for a small portion of that food and ate it. Verse 320. Swarupa kahe Aiche amrit khao niti niti ama sabhai nahi deha ki tomar prakriti. Swarup Damodar said, you eat such nectar every day, but you never offer it to us. What is your character? Verse 321. Govinder mukhe prabhu se varta shunila ar din asi prabhu kahite lagila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this news from the mouth of Govinda, he went there the next day and spoke as follows. Verse 322. कान्हा वस्तु खाओ सबे मोर ना देह केने एटा बलि एक ग्रास करेला bhakshane. What nice things are you eating? Why don't you give anything to me? Saying this, he forcibly took a morsel and began to eat. Verse 323. Ar gras laite swarupe hatete dharila tava yogya nahe bali bale kadi neela. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking another morsel of food, Swarup Damodar caught him by the hand and said, "It is not fit for you." Thus he forcibly took the food away. Verse 324, Prabhu bale niti niti nana prasad khaye, aiche swad ar kon prasade na paye. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Of course, every day I eat varieties of prasadam, but I have never tasted such nice prasadam as that which Raghunath is eating." Verse 325, E Mata Mahaprabhu Nana Leela Kare, Raghunather Vairagya Dekhi Santosh Antare. Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed many pastimes at Jagannath Puri, seeing the severe penances performed by Raghunath Das. In the renounced order, the Lord was greatly satisfied. Verse 326, Apan Udhar E Raghunath Das Gauranga Stava Kalpa Vrikshe Kariyachena Prakash. In his poem known as Gaurangastva Kalpa Vriksha, Raghunath Das has described his personal deliverance. Verse 327, Mahasampad Davad Api Patitam Udhritya Kripaya Swarupe Yaha Sviye Kujanam Api Mam Nyas Muditaha Uro Gunja Haram Priyam Api Cha Govardhan Shilam Tadau Me Gaurango Hridaya Udayan Mam Madhyati. Although I am a fallen soul, the lowest of men, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered me from the blazing forest fire of great material opulence by his mercy. He handed me over in great pleasure to Swarup Damodar, his personal associate. The Lord also gave me the garland of small conchas that he wore on his chest and a stone from Govardhan hill, although they were very dear to him. That same Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu awakens within my heart and makes me mad after him. Purport: this verse is from Sri Gauranga Stva Kalpavriksha, number 11, written by Raghunath Das Goswami. Verse 328, Eita kahilun Raghunather milan iha se shune paye Chaitanya charan. Thus I have described the meeting of Raghunath Das with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who hears about this incident attains the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Verse 329, Shri Rupa Raghunath Pade Yar Ash Chaitanya Charitamrit Kahe Krishnadas. Praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I Krishnadas narrate Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Purport: thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Shri Chaitanya Charitamrit Antilila, 6th chapter, describing Lord Chaitanya's meeting with Raghunath Das Goswami. So we'll start new reading from chapter 7 next time. Thank you for joining. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna.